Good morning, everybody. I already davened, so I don't feel guilty making a video. Past couple of days, I wanted to daven a little later, just because I find it's easier to fast when I daven later. So sometimes I put on tefillin in the morning, talis and tefillin at home. Then I go to work, and there's tefillin there, and I brought a talis there when I bought a talis on eBay specifically for work, a little talis, but kosher talis. And but I don't know what's with the tefillin there. I assume they're kosher, but you know, they're becheskes kashrus, but whatever it is, that's neither here nor there. But I finished davening at work, you know, like I'll say until Baruch Shamar at home, and then go to work. And Baruch Hashem, for a while I stopped doing that. I got up early, davened at home, and past 2 days I went back to my old habit. And today I Baruch Hashem, at least I still have to say Ashri and see and everything, but at least I davened. But I did want to fast for Bahab and then Heir, and then since I guess Heir is Nitcha this year, I didn't want anyone to think otherwise. That's also why I didn't wear a white shirt and wear a bekasha. Just wearing civilian clothing, although it's actually a uniform, but jacket. But anyway, which I'm allowed to wear but not required to wear. But Sof Kol Sof, what's going on with my YouTube channel? Nobody here really would have noticed it except for all the people who might have enjoyed the various movies that I've been posting recently. So in March, Baruch Hashem, I met the requirements of the YouTube Partner Program, which is 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. 1,000 subscribers was no problem, but the 4,000 watch hours was a problem. It was very difficult, and so I did invest some money in advertising, to be honest, to get to that point where I was able to get to the 4,000 watch hours. I had never heard ever that there's a problem uploading public domain movies. Nobody ever told me that you're not allowed to monetize public domain movies. Everyone always says you're allowed to monetize public domain movies. That's the whole idea of the public domain. That's something I've known since my childhood. When I used to copy VHS tapes, and I would get the Video Yesteryear catalog just to know which movies were in the public domain, so I could copy them from hooking two VCRs together, so I could borrow movies from the library, rent them from the video store, copy them, and then try to sell them under either the labels of Trilobite Home Video or Atomic Home Video that I tried to make a company. Was never successful in that, but I did, like type up a little catalog and try to sell tapes. This was before the time of online, and never worked out. I remember I bought like these empty the Disney tape holders, but they were black, and they were not as nice as the Disney ones, but really they're probably nicer than the Disney ones. And you could fit in an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper in there, so I would like photocopy black and white cover art for public domain movies, for Nosferatu and the Gold Rush and whatever else, the giant Gila monster, or whatever else was in the public domain. Tried to sell these movies, never got anywhere doing that. But this has been a passion of mine since my youth, because people wonder, what is someone who pretends to be a Hasidic Rebbe doing with the movies? This is just something I grew up with, and I haven't grown out of yet. Maybe someday, they tell the story that Rav Scheinberg, he made a special siyum when he heard the Yankees mentioned and didn't feel some excitement about the Yankees. But the truth of the matter is, I think we can be mild and tzotzis and all of these things. The Baruch Shalom is B'malei Kol Alman, Soiviv Kol Alman. So there's Lesa Sarpanoimine and like the Baal Shem Tov Kodesh taught Tzimtzum Lav Kapshuto, that God is everywhere and everything, and we can glorify God with whatever we do, including entertainment, things like that, as long as they are clean and appropriate. And that's why I was uploading old movies, which might not have been to the most pristine standards, but they were clean movies. And the one movie that, and I think the truth is I didn't even watch these movies, I just downloaded, uploaded them, tried to see what I could do to, because once you get approved for the YouTube partner program, in order to get paid you need to make $100, which if I go to a wedding or a funeral or something, I'm putting in much less time. But YouTube isn't a very big effort thing. I don't edit my videos, as people probably notice. I don't have time for that. I work a full-time job. I have a beautiful family. The only time I have to make videos is now when I'm driving, so I don't know if you can even hear me with the rain and the car and everything else, but we're trying our best. And so anyway, and I mostly make my videos like this. I also make AI videos, and then I every here and there I would upload a public domain movie or TV show. Mostly in the past it was because of the Jewish content that I wanted to share. And I knew that people who watch my channel would be interested in these videos. There's no copyright issue because they're in the public domain. So, in the past I uploaded the movie, the TV show, The Rebel, with Vincent Price's, with Gershom Sheshes. Things like that were hard to find, and I wanted to bring out some Jewish content. But the truth is also, in the past I did upload The Giant Gila Monster and Killers from Space and other movies that are in the public domain. And really, since the beginning of my YouTube channel, I've done that. And here I am. March is when I got finally approved for monetization, and in a month I'd make $10. So I was like, all right, at this rate, it's going to be a year before I get paid. And I was just experimenting and seeing, really more experimenting with the YouTube algorithm. Does it pick up public domain, copyright, things like that? Because an example was, I uploaded on public domain day Steamboat Willie, and it got a copyright strike, even though everyone knows it went in the public domain. I also, but it was still visible. Then I uploaded The Circus, which also Charlie Chaplin, went into the public domain that day, and it got a copyright block. It wasn't a strike on my channel, but it was blocked in all regions. All right. So that was The Circus. Then I did some more experimentation, and I uploaded another Mickey Mouse cartoon that was not yet in the public domain, but probably was not being protected because it wasn't as famous. So it wasn't in the public domain by a statutory means of its age, but it was in the public domain by virtue of the lack of protections, that no one really seemed to care about this. Disney didn't seem to try to protect this particular short. I've since taken it down, but this was just an experiment that I did, and there was no issues with it. And then last week, I uploaded, a few weeks ago, I uploaded some other movies, with mostly Jewish content movies. And then last week, I uploaded The Flying Serpent, 1946, with George Zucco, and it went viral. I got 12,000 views, which racked up about $70 or $80 onto my YouTube account. And so I was set to collect 140 some odd dollars. Again, if I do a wedding or a funeral, I'm spending less time, but more effort, and I have to travel, and I have to actually do something. And of course, just going to work every day. I'm not making maybe that much on a regular day. I have to do the cheshbon of how much, maybe. It could be maybe about that much, I don't know. Probably close to that. But it's more like the principle of the thing and the excitement of, all these years that I've invested into this YouTube channel. And here I am, I'll post a Dvar Torah and get 5 views, 10 views. Maybe I'll invest some money in advertising it. All right, I'll get 1,000 views, but they're not generating reliable subscribers so much. But then I posted The Flying Serpent, and I got views, and I got subscribers, and I got comments, and I was able to interact with people in the comment section, and that's what I look forward to. People say, "Oh, I love George Zucco movies," and whatever, George Zucco was a big ice bar, if people don't know. I mean, whatever. It's I'm not going to judge him, but it was, whatever it was. I'm not going to be, say any Lashon Hara about him either. Not that he's a Yid, but I'm still not going to say Lashon Hara because it's not appropriate even to say the story that I heard that I can't forget from Monster Bash during one of the trivia games. But anyway, about our friend George Zucco. But nonetheless, and I don't want to talk about another Yid who had a similar situation, who was niftered earlier this year in the Maven Yoven. An alter bacher from, I think, Elmira, New York, a Yiddish kind who was well beloved, had a similar Maisa that wasn't as bad as this one, because of the location, a Maven Yoven. So anyway, we and I don't want to be moitzi laz on him either, But anyway, so I tried uploading some other movies because I maybe I got a little greedy, but I thought, well, if The Flying Serpent got 12,000 views and made me $80, so maybe the Santa Fe Trail, which is in the public domain, will get some views. Maybe. Oh, and then Roger Corman. Then Roger Corman died. And I made a little video about him, thinking maybe I was talking to Rabbi Kivlevich about bringing back the podcast to just talk about Roger Corman. And I was like, I could upload some of Roger Corman's public domain movies, but then the music got copyright on The Creature from the Haunted Sea. But then I uploaded his first producer film was Monster from the Ocean Floor, which is not one of my favorites, and that didn't get any copyright blocks. So then I'm thinking, all right, here I am, but at least, and I uploaded some more George Zucco movies, which were in the public domain. I uploaded Scared to Death, which was Bela Lugosi, and I uploaded Curly and His Gang, which we talked about on the podcast. It was called Who Killed Doc Robin, and these are both very important movies in my youth. public domain movies, no issues, no copyright strikes at all, and no warnings. And here, all of a sudden yesterday, I get this message on YouTube. My channel is ineligible, and I was like looking forward. All right, next month, sometime in June, $140 for doing nothing, for uploading George Zuko. But this is like what I wanted to do since I'm a kid, make money off of public domain movies. And then YouTube, out of nowhere, they never told us that this was an issue, said, oh, you have to have original content. Well, I have over 5,000 videos. I used to get in trouble for talking about politics, and they would block they would give strikes on my channel, and they would threaten, you got 3 strikes, you're out. And I stopped talking about politics for that reason, even though it's very difficult not to talk about politics. But I stopped talking politics. So I was like, I'm just going to focus. I figured politics, that's what will get people to watch the channel. Because, but because again, the main reason I have the channel is to talk Torah. But I was thinking, this is, like Lahavdil, excuse me, like my friend Chris Yeworth, my late friend Chris Yeworth, his father, Shorty, he would make he would make his monster movies, right, like The Blob and the 4D Man and Dinosaurus, because he wanted to be able to fund his Christian movies like The Gospel would, So I was like, all right, if I'm gonna distribute movies in the public domain, and that's going to help me to be Marbit's Torah, and maybe there might be a Yid, or there might be someone, a Ben Noach, or a spiritual seeker in general, who goes to my channel because of the flying serpent, and then clicks on one of my Kedushas Levi videos. Adarabba, it's a Gewaltige Zach. But the best, I'm not saying that I'm giving up doing what I'm doing, but it's just very frustrating. Why did they shut down the monetization of the whole channel instead of just those videos? At least give me the chance. And then I was watching videos about other people who had this happen to them, and they fought it, and they won. Or a year ago, if this happened, which again, they don't educate well enough. YouTube, you don't educate well enough to explain to us what we're supposed to do. You didn't tell us you're not allowed to talk about what happened with the politics that we're not allowed to talk about. And then you found videos of mine that I had made 3 years earlier and gave me strikes about it. When I have 5,000 videos, how am I supposed to go through all my videos and find which videos I might have in passing mentioned the issue that we're not allowed to talk about? And then, Baruch Shasali Nate Mokum is passing where I hit the cow. And then, all right, finally I crawled out of that quagmire, got to the 4,000 watch hours. I had to invest some money advertising to get there, but I did it in the proper way. I didn't do it, with bots or anything else. I did it in the real way. And then you're like, all right, you need $100. And then I'm uploading videos regularly, like everyone says, keep to a schedule. Sometimes maybe I miss by one day and I post my Wednesday video on Thursday. Or I post a Friday video on Sunday. But I've been consistent. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Nothing's going. Nothing's moving. I know that I should be editing, but Rabbi Bar Tzadok doesn't edit his videos, and he told me people like the real deal. They don't need all the bells and whistles. They don't need that, you have the fancy edits and everything. They want something real. That's what Rabbi Bar Tzadok told me, and I consider him to be one of my rebbeim, even though I only ever met him once, but we talk on the phone once every couple of years. and I admire him very highly. And he told me, he said he doesn't edit his videos, he doesn't recommend doing it. Because people want authenticity, and that's what I'm giving you here. So then, and I don't have time to edit, I don't have money to edit. I have a job. And I'm not trying to replace my job. I love my job. I'm so thankful for my job. But, right now I'm begging for money just so I can buy the house I've been living in for 12 years. My landlord lied to me. He told me he'd sell it to me for $150,000. And then I told him it's going to take me 3 years to get there. He said, fine. So I'm like, all right, we're ready to buy. And he said, no, it's $250,000. You said $150,000. We had a deal. He's a liar. This man is dying, and he's not. He's a Yid, but he's a Friar Yid. He's intermarried, and he's not afraid of the Gehinnom that he's going to get. That he's going to burn in hell because he lied to me, and he should know that. And Dawn and Don, you should know that. And you should keep your word instead of lying. And now you're lying to me, claiming the neighbor wants to buy the house, and then you're going to take all of our money that we saved up, and we're going to be homeless. I'm working so hard and doing everything just so I can buy this house that when we were supposed to close today on the house, and I got the appraisal last week, and the appraisers said I was stupid, but I was honest because I showed the appraiser all the problems with the house, thinking I'd get a lower price, and in the end they said they can't even give a loan for this house because it's in such bad shape. And instead of all the stuff that you, Don and Dawn Lee, were supposed to do to fix the house over the last 12 years, and we told you to fix it, and it's your job as landlords to fix it, and you didn't fix it. And instead, you're telling us now we have to fix it before we can buy the house that we've been living in for 12 years that you only paid $60,000 for. We've already given you $150,000 in rent over the last 12 years. And so I'm just trying whatever I can do, even though I'm making more money than I ever did before, but the money's not worth anything because of this idiot that we're not allowed to talk about, and we're not allowed to mention what happened here on YouTube. And so finally, I find a way that maybe on YouTube, because I see all these videos of people doing stupid stuff on YouTube, making thousands of dollars, and and you think you're being so nice to us by not letting us be homeless, by still forcing us to pay for the repairs that were your responsibility as a landlord, instead of just being honest and giving to us for $150,000 like you promised us 3 years ago, 2 years ago, whatever it was, when we made a deal, we had a verbal contract. And so I started a GoFundMe, and I'm so thankful to all of our good friends who helped us out. We have a little bit of money, but and then we were all ready to close. But I always thought if I got the mortgage, I'd be paying less than the rent. The rent has been a certain amount. The mortgage was going to be $500 more. All right, Baruch Hashem, my wife got a job making a little bit more than that every month. So I thought that would be some extra money we could put in the savings. No, all right, at least it's going to our house, not going down the toilet to a lying slumlord who won't even take care of his own house that we've been paying rent not only on time, but we usually pay the rent early. And so finally, whatever it is, and now I have to, it's going to be even more. I don't know how I'm going to pay for it, but I have been talking to the Rebbeinu Shalom's in charge. But here I am. I thought, all right, YouTube, maybe I could upload public domain movies, and not just like Stamazoi, like curate them, talk to people, give them what they want, and then YouTube takes the rug from out under my feet on that I could have maybe made $140. I made $80 from a 1946 movie from PRC that nobody cares about, but apparently 12,000 people cared about enough that they watch this movie, and I made a couple of dollars off of it, bringing it to them. And yes, I'm saying the name of my landlord because they're liars and cheats, and it's disgusting what they're doing. They should just give us the house already. They only paid $60,000 for this house, and they want $250,000 for a house that they didn't take care of, and that they were responsible to take care of. And it's disgusting. And now I have to go and beg on GoFundMe. You know, it's not fair. But I'm thankful, and I'm blessing all the people who gave. But I could give that blessing to the landlord, and they don't want it. So it's their own fault. I don't care. I'm happy to give the blessings to all the people who are helping us. But I feel like so guilty. Why do I have to go and beg for money when I'm making more money than I ever did? But the money's not worth anything anymore. So like on the numbers, I'm making more, but it's like I have to drive an hour every day to go to work to a job that I love. And my wife has to drive 3 hours each way to a job that she loves, but there's no jobs around where we live. We're stuck where we are because we're trying to get chinuch for our kids, but one of my sons not even in cheder, and we're trying so hard, and I just want to raise my kids to be ehrliche Hasidic Yidden. And it's like everything's uphill, and it's so frustrating. And then here I am, YouTube has to be jerks like this, and they give me, and I have to wait 90 days now before I can try to make $100 off of a YouTube channel that I've invested 20 years of my life into. And I'm not stopping doing it because I love it, and it's a passion. and it's also diligence, and it's part of my, you know, it keeps me, you know, responsibility that I know. Wednesday I'm going to do Noam Elamelech, Thursday I'm going to do Kedushas Levi, Friday I'm going to do Maral, and I'm going to keep to that, and it's a discipline, and it's a gewaltige Zach. But YouTube, give me a break. What the hell is this? I'm not threatening anybody. I just want an explanation. I just want to understand, because it's so frustrating. And I'm not complaining. I know this all min Shemayim, and I thank God for everything. I thank God for this anger I'm feeling. I thank God that I feel alive, because I've been feeling so numb, because I'm so overwhelmed, and I know this is a wake-up call from God. But still, and I'm trying to do tshuva on things I need to work on. But just, I needed to get, this is also therapy, but I really should be learning, but I also should keep my eye on the road. So when I'm making YouTube videos like this, especially, I'm not reading anything on the screen, I'm keeping my eye on the road. But I wish there was some way, like, I don't understand. Why do I have to wait 90 days? All the videos I saw from a year ago said 30 days. But why do I have to wait at all? Just tell me, take down the videos or demonetize them or whatever, then it's fine. What the hell is this? I have to wait 90 days now. Explain to me, YouTube. Why do I have to wait 90 days? Anyway, thank you, all my beloved friends here, all my supporters, and also the hate watchers too, because that also counts. But I'm hoping in 90 days that I can start this process again and get back to where get back to. So I'm trying to keep up my views and everything else. So when that 90 days comes, it's not going to be, oh, now you don't have 4,000 watch hours anymore. I'm going to have to start all over again. So I've had this YouTube channel, at least since 2007, and I was on Google Video back in 2004, 20 years. And so I don't know. I thank you all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, comment. And I'm Li Neder, Bezos Hashem Yisparach. I'm going to keep on keeping on. I'm going to still keep doing the Torah videos. Maybe keep doing rants. Can't talk about politics because you could get in trouble. But I'm not going to be uploading the movies anymore. So I'm sorry to all, unless the only way I'll upload movies is if I can either provide commentary or something original around it. So like if I do like, I'm thinking, if I had time, I would love to do like a horror host show, but I get enough sipuk from being a guest by Mr. Lobo every now and then, which please watch Mr. Lobo on his channel, Cinnamon Insomnia. I've been on a couple of episodes there, and Bezos Hashem, he says by the end of the year he's going to release the Bela Lugosi meets a Brooklyn Gorilla episode. But, and it was nice to go be with him for the live stream. I don't know if he's able to still upload that live stream. But we watched Disorder in the Court, which I was going to upload, but then I was like, there's certain scenes in there not so tznius. That's why I didn't upload it. But I did upload the Brideless Groom, and I got a copyright strike for that, and I resolved it, and this and that. And but again, maybe I was too greedy. Maybe I should have just kept it with that one flying serpent. I don't know. Hindsight is 2020. But if there's anybody who's of major means who would like to help us out, there are plenty of people who we've helped who were of means, and we didn't ask for a penny. I can think of one very famous person that we did the gears for. We didn't take one penny from them. They flew out to us, and we just did it with Shem Mitzvah. So I don't, the B'nai Shalom runs the world, and I know this is just a nesoyin, but there are jobs that I had that still owe me money. I worked for one yeshiva, never paid me. Other yeshivas, Baruch Hashem, finally paid me at the right time, because now I'm able to buy this house because I got paid. If I would have gotten paid back then, it wouldn't have helped me. And the same thing, two shuls that owe me money. One says, well, they don't exist anymore, but I don't know, whatever it is, but I don't know. But anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, comment. But anybody who does want to, to donate to the shul where I daven, and I haven't been asking money from them. Technically, probably over the 12 years that I've been assistant rabbi at my local shul, if I could just collect now for those 12 years, I could buy the house outright almost, or most of it. At least half of what I would certainly have what they originally asked for, and I would have more than half of what. So if somebody really wants to be a really big donor, and just it would be paying my salary for the work that I've done for the last 12 years as assistant rabbi in the shul, or figure out how to help me, although now I have to wait another 3 months to get back, or how to talk to YouTube to why do I have to wait 3 months for this measly $140 for YouTube? That's nothing. For me, that's a lot. I could drive to work for 2 weeks. I could pay a phone bill, which is how I hear on YouTube. And they're still collecting the money off of my channel. They're still making the money off of my work, which is fine. I'm happy to share it with them because they provide this platform. But they got to work with me too. Put it out there. How do you get the algorithm? So that's my story. If you're new to the channel and you've made it this far and you enjoy this content, please check out my other videos. Like I said, I have over 5,000 videos I've been uploading for a long time. I have podcasts. I have AI videos. I have religious lectures, and I still have some politics and other things here on the channel. So please check out the channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment. We love you guys. Thank you for watching. I'm losing my voice. I'm more than halfway to work, and I gotta get some learning done and stuff. So if there's any particular video on a Jewish subject or on a subject about classical popular culture, particularly monster movies from the 30s, 40s, and 50s, and comedy movies from that same era, or from the silent era as well, tell me what you'd like to see. I make videos usually based on questions from commentators, or comments, or whatever it is, and I'm here for you all. I just bear with me that I'm not editing my videos. I don't have time for that. I'm making the videos while I'm driving the car. If you are okay with that, I'm here for you. So love you guys. God bless. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment. Hit the bell button. Even though I'm not monetized yet, I'm looking forward, and I'm trying to maintain the 4,000 watch hours for when I can be reviewed again. Just tell me which videos to take down. So whatever it is, it's really frustrating. That's all. And this whole thing with trying to buy this house is really frustrating, but I'm hoping we can close. The thing is, I can't even find a contractor who's willing to do this job. Like the money, all right. My wife does jobs here and there. Baruch Hashem, we're getting speaking gigs. If anybody would like to have us come out for Shabbos, so now, like, our shul, like, that's the problem. Like, all these weeks we didn't have a minyan in shul. This week we might have a minyan in shul. The Rav is away, and my wife and I are supposed to be away because we're speaking and we're making money and we need the money. And it's like, we're working hard. Baruch Hashem, we went away for Pesach. We didn't get paid for that. We actually, my mother paid a little bit for it, but we saved all that money that, we would have spent on Pesach. And not that we usually spend that much money on Pesach. We would have spent something, and Baruch Hashem, we didn't have to, and we made connections with people, and we love it. But it's just really, really crazy. So anybody who can help us out, thank you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe, comment. I love you guys. All right, we'll see you later. Well, how do I turn this thing off? Wait a second. So